Mitä jos ei tarvitsisi miettiä, mitä tehdä?
Mitä jos pääsisi painimaan?
Mitä jos pääsisi pelaamaan rantafutista?
Mitä jos saisi kasvomaalia naamaan?
Mitä jos ei tarvitsisi kokata tai syödä yksin?
Mitä jos saisi viettää Ramadan-illan, mikä yhdistää, vahvistaa sekä lämmittää?
Tervetuloa RKM:ään, Suomen suurimpaan iftar-tapahtumaan.
Toimi nopeasti, sillä lippuja on vain rajoitetusti.
My faith accommodates for me to express myself in any way possible. As long as I'm keeping the spirit of the Deen alive, there's nothing that I can't do. There's a lot of influences on how a young person should be and how they should grow up, especially as a Muslim. I felt like there needed to be some sort of support for young children in terms of finding literature that relates to them. I started playing basketball in year 7. Sports really helped me to find myself. So I combined my love of writing and basketball and wrote a children's book. My little sister was actually the first person to read the book. She loved the whole idea of having a black Muslim character as the focus of the book. Seeing her reaction is what pushed me to put it out into the world. My faith means that I'm always finding a way to better myself. It's just so important to realise who you are and what you want to do.
When I start refereeing, I say my goal is to be one of the best referee in the world. And I hear many guys say, no, you can't be the best because you are different. And now they are quiet. I came to Finland when I was 3 years old from Saudi Arabia, refugee camp. I feel myself, I was different, but the football field was the most safe place where I can be myself. I stopped playing when I was 19. And then I become a referee. In 6 years, I escalated to the top league. That's never happened before in Finland. My faith impacts a lot of what I am today, and I think that helps me a lot in the football field. Even if I come from different place, it's really important to stay true to myself. That helps me to live my Deen and achieve my goals.
Where are you from? Would you say that you're Finnish, or would you say that you're from somewhere else?
I say I'm from Finland,
Okay.
but originally I'm from Iraq.
Yeah. So do you identify with the Finnish culture?
Yeah. What about you?
Yeah, I think because I grew up in London, I can't say anything but like I'm a Londoner. Like that's what I am.
Oh,
Hi.
Hi Hafsah.
We're gonna try some food, right?
Yeah.
Do you have a spot that you think is gonna be good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Very good fish
right.
restaurant.
Okay.
Let's
go. Is there a lot of halal places that you can go to eat?
Actually, only that fish restaurant.
Oh, okay. Wow.
But it's really good.
So how long have you lived in Turku for?
I moved 6 years ago from Turku to Helsinki, and I moved to Turku when I was 9 years old. We was actually the first foreign family in that city. For me, it was like, wow.
Yeah.
There's now people from same background, you know.
How easy was it to learn the language?
Actually, I was the first kid in the kindergarten who learned to write and read Finnish language.
That's amazing.
After that, I go to home to dad. I say, yes, I learned to write and read. He was like, okay, now we need to read and write also in Arabic.
In London, there's so many different cultures, so it's not easy to learn languages at all.
Yeah.
That diversity is so specific to London, because even in the wider UK, there isn't that much diversity. But what about here in Turku? Is there like a lot of cultural kind of diversity?
The place where I grow up, it's very many culture. But if we move 1 kilometer away from Varissuo, it's totally different.
Yeah.
It's hard to be part in the community, you know. If you raise in an area where it's many cultural area, and then when you go to the centrum, like now we are in the market hall, You feel it immediately, you are different.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, here we go. Your soups.
Thank you.
For you. And some bread for you, sir.
Thank you. So you like it?
It's all right.
Now you can be honest. Shut the camera.
It just tastes like fruitcake without like the raisins and stuff.
Yeah.
This morning when we were walking around and coming to the market, I realised that I am literally the only person of colour. I think it is.
How does it feel?
At first I felt really uncomfortable. Like this morning I was just like, oh, this again.
Yeah.
But then I just realised that it's just, this is good for people, because once people see you and they see that people who don't look like them exist, I think that's a learning process for them. And it's a learning process for me as well to become more confident in my identity. Even though Finland is like the size of London, I think there are so many things that are quite similar in terms of the challenges that we face in finding a balance between our religion and our culture.
Where you live, it doesn't matter. It's possible, and I believe if you want to be something really hard, you can do it.
Yeah, it's not easy though. Like you had your challenges, I had mine, but it gets better.
If you are confident and respect yourself, the other people respect you.
Yeah, for sure.
During the summertime, I have a scooter.
Wow, that's really cool.
So every time when I take my helmet off, people be like, whoa, there's a hijabi under that.
Hi.
Wa alaikum salam.
I'm Hafsah.
My name is Kosar, very nice to meet you.
This is such a lovely place.
I really love this place, it's amazing. We actually have quite a few of these like cute coffee shops that we like to spend time, and it's very cozy.
So I'm so interested to find out, what's it like living in Turku? Walking around here, I haven't seen anybody who looks like me. In London, you just see people who look like you all the time. What about you? You've been to London before, right?
Yeah.
So what was the difference like for you? Did you feel comfortable walking around in London, and how does that compare to being in Finland?
Yeah, London was amazing. I love the city, and it was very lovely to see, you know, girls with the hijab. I mean, like we are like a lot of Muslims, but maybe they are not visible here, like in the center and stuff like that. And people are like curious, not like in a negative way, but they're more like want to know more.
Yeah, for sure.
They have this image that girls with the hijab cannot do sport or cannot go out alone, or, you know. So that's something that I have noticed a lot.
Do you ever wish that you could live in a big city, or are you very kind of comfortable in the small village Turku life?
Well, 3 years ago, I did my exchange semester in American University of Sharjah, so in United Arab Emirates. Living in Finland for my whole life and not ever lived in a Muslim country, so that was a great experience and I really liked it. But in the end, Turku is still my city. I love this city, so it was great to have that experience, but I still feel that Turku is my home.
Are there a lot of like mosques and other community centres in Turku?
We have one in the center, which is one of the oldest here. Okay, since 1992, but for us it's old. And that's where I love to go.
For me in London, I feel like the fact that I can pray anywhere helps me to make my religion the foundation. So if I'm in the workplace, I know I can pray there, and that automatically takes away the boundaries of not being able to work and being a Muslim and not fulfilling like your responsibilities as a Muslim and as a working person.
We don't have like prayer rooms in every corner, or you know, it's not that easy. And also, if I would start praying in a public, I don't know how that would, you know, look. But I try to every time to keep, because you know, the Deen is the most important thing for me. So I plan my everyday plans based on that.
It's so important that I understand what my faith means to me, to be able to not listen to what anybody else says about what my identity should be, and to focus on how I'm going to bring my passions together. I personally believe that my passions are so in line with my faith that by enacting my passion, I'm actually being a faithful person. But I just love the fact that I've come all the way to Finland and there's so many similarities that we have, and it is because we're both part of this faith, and I think that's such a beautiful thing to be able to have that connection and be able to identify.
Religion is not and should never be an obstacle. It's actually something like which is empowering you and help you to find your way.
And it's never going to be easy, but we're all on this journey together. That's how I felt sitting next to you. So thank you so much for coming to meet me.
Thank you. It was very lovely to see you.
It was lovely to meet you.
And hopefully I will see you summer so I can take you with my scooter everywhere.
That would be amazing.